Hi everybody, welcome to my YouTube channel, or welcome back to my YouTube channel. If you're new here, hi, my name is Lisa and I love everything colorful makeup, especially indie brands. And I have been able to, this past year and the start of 2024, to invest in my favorite indie brands that my favorite beauty gurus would talk about all the time. And I definitely have been bit by the indie bug on my ass, for sure, definitely. And there are, I have top 5 indie brands for sure. And Singe Beauty is no exception. I absolutely adore Angie. I love her brand. I love where she's taking it. And I knew that I wanted her palette. Now I know that it had launched at the end of last year, but I also knew in one of her videos and one of her member Zoom calls, because I'm also a member, that she was talking about she was going to be doing a launch for Singe in January. So I'm like, okay, well, I'll just wait till she does the launch. And of course, she did. And this is the launch, and this is the eye extension set, which is the EO 8 through 12. You have a flat brush. You have a more fluffier brush, which I'm going to get into. And you have an eyeliner brush, which this is really cool because you can hold it and rest your arm against your chest, your body, right? And this is perfectly angled. And so I can't wait to use this. I haven't used this yet. And then there is this one, which is kind of like a pencil brush. This is the EO 10. And this is like a bigger, more precise, fluffier pencil brush, if you understand what you know what I mean? Which is great to get into the outer corner of the lid here. It's definitely more stiff, but these bristles on these brushes are all soft and they're cruelty free. So synthetic brushes. And this one is awesome for precision work in the crease as well as the lower lash line. Love this. I've used this. I've used all of these except for the liner brush. So again, I have her original brushes, and these, in my opinion, are great brushes. And these brushes are great for hooded eyes. I should know because I have them. Now with Angie, of course, throughout the years, she created these for, with herself in mind, and having this extra hood going on, a smaller brush, but for her, these are her, brushes that she absolutely loves. And her dream brushes, I guess you can say. I couldn't find the friggin' word. Jeez, I'm crow, Lisa. Maybe I've had too much coffee? Could you ever have enough coffee? I don't think so. But anyway. So, but 2 of the new ones. This one in particular. And then I'm going to say this pencil. Okay. So, yes, this is the new one, EO 10, and this is the 8. So these 2, if you notice, well, let me see if I can find it here. It's this one and this one. Okay. And if you noticed, yeah, these ones are more orange and these ones are more yellow. Not that it matters. So this is from the first set, and this is the EO 2. This is great for getting into the corner and and then blending out here in the crease, getting that color in there, right? Multitasker. If you look at the new, which is like this domed, actually a more fluffier pencil brush. It's kind of similar, but this one is a little more flexible. This is more firm, but again, is really good to get that color on the outer lid here, in the corner, and to use at the lash line as well. I mean, these brushes are multi-purpose as well, not for just said purpose. So this one, and see the original set EO6 and then the EO8. So you can see, okay, and if I turn it this way. So this one is more fluffy for sure and wider, but similar. And this is great for blending out in the crease as well. And this one, and her brushes pick up product just amazing, okay? They just do. This one is great for also blending out in the crease, but also all over. And I'm still getting used to these ones because, again, I've only had them for a few days. And, but I just think that these are great brushes. Now, I have Delium tool brushes. I have Singe Beauty, of course I have Singe Beauty, duh. Sigma. I have Refer brushes, Glamlight brushes, Blend Bunny brushes, Cosmic brushes, which is now Cosmic Beauty. So, and those brushes are really, really great. I have BK Beauty brushes as well for the hooded eyes, the hooded eye set. So, and I would love to get What's Up Beauty brushes. Those are actually real hair, goat hair, hence why they're so pricey. And Angie's brand, these brushes are, they're top notch. They really are. Some people like them, some people don't. Again, I think when Angie was creating these are her, you know, her dream brushes, and, you know, geared for more of smaller eyes, hooded eyes. So I think that's where she was coming from. But everybody uses them, and for the most part, I'd say 95% of people who use them absolutely love them. So with that in mind, I want to say I love them. And I'm so glad that I have these in my brush collection. I use them every day. And I will put Singe Beauty's website in the description box for you in case you are interested in any of these products as well. So, Galactic Visitor. Super excited. I had started, you get a nice protector. I had started a look the other day when I first got it. And I had started with this deep kind of burgundy color here. But I didn't get to finish the look. So really I've swatched it, but I haven't really created a full look. So you are on this journey with me today. I hope you stick around. This mirror is really nice. It takes up the full panel here, and it is a quality mirror. So just wanted to put that out there. Again, these are the Silk Evocative blushes as well. And I love these. And if you love a glowy blush, okay, not sparkles, because that's not what these are. These are glowy. I'm healthy, you know, my skin is healthy from within kind of glow, and, you know, I'm hydrated with this tint of color. It's not the chunky glitter or anything like that. These are gorgeous. I don't think anybody has really had a bad thing to say about them. And she has 4 in total. And when they first launched, I had got 2 of them, which was Timid Tomato and Risky Raisin. These 2 right here. No, that's Persistent Persimmon, Lisa. Get it together. These 2. So that is what Timid Tomato looks like. And this is Risky Raisin. and one is much deeper than the other, and I will swatch these for you. So that is Risky Raisin, and this is Timid Tomato. And you can see these are highly pigmented as well, but not so pigmented that, you know, you can't work with them. And they blend in the skin gorgeous. The formula is beautiful. So you can see that it's got that really nice glow to it. And I just love them. I love the formula. And the other two, so that's Timid Tomato and Risky Raisin, and the other two is Persistent Persimmon and Ravishing Rhubarb, right? Riveting Rhubarb. These two. And of course, this is how they look. And it has, you know, the soft touch packaging. They're magnetic. She was going for the whole 70s kind of era style, which I'm totally digging. So there is Riveting Rhubarb, and here is Persistent Persimmon. Now, I didn't think I was going to like an orange blush, but I have come to really, really, really enjoy and love orange on my skin tone, which is, I mean, I guess because I have a cool neutral undertone with a slight olive, so I can pull off warmer colors in colors that I didn't think that I could. But being neutral, you know what I mean? So I am going to swatch these for you. And this is not an overpowering orange either, especially when you shear it out. And see, that's more of a coral pink, the Riveting Rhubarb. And there's the orange. And I'm going to just shear them out so you can see. I should take this one too, so I'll shear this out a little more. And this one. That way you can actually really see, you know, when you're shearing it out and they have that beautiful glow to them. Yeah, absolutely love the formula. So now I have all 4 of her blushes, and I'm super excited to see if, you know, when and if she has, you know, an extension on shades, which I would assume maybe at some point she might. So, very, very excited. And I'm really excited for her, you know. I have been a huge fan of hers, watched, and again, like you guys know, if you've been with me for a minute, you know, she is one of the gurus, in my opinion, that got me into colorful makeup. So, yeah, I absolutely trust her opinions. I know she's very particular about certain things and formulas, and having fairly the same kind of skin type. So yeah, loving these. Love, love, love. Here, okay, is the palette. So I'm gonna swatch this for you and let you know the names. This, which I thought was super cute, is the top row is We Come in Peace, right? So this is We, this is Come, and this In Peace. This is Space Dust. This is Soul. This is Hoodoos. This is Cowgirl. Saucer, Beam, Believe, Infinity, Encounter, Orbit, Milky Way, and Eclipse. Got black on. That jet black, that black is pigmented. It is black. So, and that's appreciative. And this is what the outer carton looks like. It's a soft matte, and I like, the artwork is beautiful. And I can't remember who she said the artist was, which it might be on the back here, I'm sure. Oh, so, but having that matte soft touch and then, you know, for the base, and then having this glossy accent to it, the cowgirl on her horse getting beamed up. I love it. So, I'm going, my lids are primed, and I think I'm going to go in with, I'm gonna do that dark burgundy again. And then I think I started to take Hoodoo. Oh no, I took In and started to blend a little bit. But let's start that. So again, I use my MAC paint pot in Soft Ochre so that they're primed. I want to put a piece of tape. And I'm hoping this isn't going to be an hour, but I always say that and it ends up an hour, so. Grab your coffee or grab your palette and your brushes, okay? So I'm gonna use a piece of tape here. Now you can buy, you know, the little sticky things if you like. Oh, that was like pulling my lid down. I don't want to do that. But I just assume, hey, just put a piece of tape on, and when I take it off, I just apply a little bit of blush and my sponge first, and then blush, and it's fine. It's fine. So, make sure there's no creasing. And I'm going to take, I'm gonna do her pencil, her new pencil brush, which is the E10. This one. I have cat hair on it. If you've been with me for a minute, you guys know my cat, she cannot stand to have the door closed. So yeah. So I'm gonna take the E10 and I'm gonna go into Peace, that burgundy color. You can see it picks up product well. And I think I picked up a little too much. And I'm gonna go in outer corner here, show you with this brush what it can do. I'm bringing it on a slant and getting in my regular crease and also starting my own crease because hello, we have hooded eyes here. And another thing about Angie's brushes is when you're patting, these brushes also blend out too. So love that. And now I'm not really too worried about blending, but I'm just going to, for just a little bit here. I swear I can't talk today. I have a hard time, I don't know if anybody else out there has the same problem, but I have a hard time sleeping. And sometimes by day 3, if I'm lucky to get 4.5 hours, maybe 4 hours of sleep, and by day 3 of doing that, it's almost like my brain is like, yeah, girl, it needs to be rebooted. So when you try to talk English, we're gonna throw gibberish in there and see how that all comes out for you, you know. So, or we're just going to take words right out of the vocabulary altogether, and it's not going to make sense whatsoever. So, love that for me. No. So yes, this is the E10. Love that it does blending and packs on that color. Love, love, love. So, right now that I've got that started, And you guys rarely see me like holding in the middle. I'm just in the beginning to get that color packed on there. And then moving towards the end of the brush, lighter pressure to blend, patting a little bit. Wipe off the brush, got my stitch, see? Shit that don't make sense. Switch. Wipe that off. I'm gonna go in with her original here. No, I lied, sorry. I'm going to take I'm almost tempted to take the Fantasy Cosmetica brush here. But before I do that, I'm going to go this peachy color in with my Glam Light brush. We are. Tapping it off. And I am gonna go on just to soften this up on the outside here. Just patting. I'm gonna go back in a little bit more. And I'm actually filming during the day. Can you imagine? For the YouTube, instead of waiting till evening when I can't see shit. And now circulars. Flicking it up just a little bit. I'm gonna wipe that off. I'm gonna take the shall we do this creative look? Shall we? Shall we? Shall we? Shall we mix it up? What do I want to do? I think I'm gonna take Saucer, which is this mint green. Here. Same brush. It's called Saucer. Kick up in the pan. Don't care. Not seeing any fallout or anything like that. So I am gonna take this minty green, really pretty color, and I'm gonna build this color up in the front part of my inner lid, underneath my brow here in the front, and then I'll end up dragging it up and over a little bit. I like the fact that these are, she has, you know, cool tones, warm tones. Of course, she loves pastel colors and is crazy about this whole, you know, yellow and oranges and minty greens and reds. So you can definitely see Angie in this palette for sure. I have 2 of the Odin's Eye palettes that she did when it was the Halloween, and that was what, 3 Halloweens ago, 2 Halloweens ago, something like that. And they had restocked them, but now they're gone forever. I never understood how come they didn't bring the green one back, like Halloween, like, you know what I mean? The other 2, like Little Ghost and the other one, I can't remember, they had restocked those a couple of times, but never restocked the original. At least, if they did, they only did it once or twice maybe, I think. But they didn't do it again, which I was kind of hoping they were going to when they restocked these for the last time. I would have loved to have been able to get that one as well. But I remember Angie saying that, you know, once they're gone this time, they're being discontinued. So I will leave Odin's Eyes website in the description box too, because I haven't checked Odin's Eye in a while, actually. Since they actually did their Christmas, which the only one I liked, I was not seeing Christmas in the pastel, I saw Easter, but Silver Bells, that one, I'd really like to get that one because I could definitely see Christmas in that. But I will leave Odin's Eyes in the description box as well in case those Angie's collab with them is still available. I don't think so, but you never know. So I'll just leave Odin's Eyes too for y'all. And at this point, for Odin's Eye, I would like to get the Silver Bells or Silvery. And also before that, they had come out with last year, I think it was spring or summer, they were kind of going back to the roots, right, of mythology, Norse mythology, I believe it is. And I think it's light and dark. And it was a big palette. It had basically 2 palettes in one. And then a blush, highlighter, stuff like that. I'm probably never going to get highlighters from them. The overspray on them, from what I've seen, is a lot. So, but I would be interested in getting the palette and the blush, for sure. And I know it's already come and gone, and it's old, and whatever. But you know what? It's going to be new to me. And I'm going to be super excited when and if I can. Or do. It's just a matter of time. But there's other palettes that I would like to get besides just those 2. There's been some, you know, collab palettes between influencers and other influencers that I have seen. I mean, there's one called, I think, and it wasn't a collab, I don't think, it's Stone and Rock, I think it is. But I do like Odin's Eyes formula, but like with one of the palettes I got, one of the shimmers, it was kind of like hard panned. So I wasn't too impressed with that. I was kind of upset. But the other one was fine. So, you know, I don't know if it's just because they're older stock or what, and they've been sitting, or I can't imagine that has anything to do with hard pan, because that's the pressing process. I don't know. So that's really interesting, and that's pretty. I'm liking it so far. So I'm literally just basically building up this color and manipulating it, blending it as I go, dragging it up onto the brow bone here to kind of go over this red. And again, I like to create looks that are versatile, where you could wear strictly just as a matte look, that you wouldn't necessarily have to put a shimmer on your lid. Like this, completely, you put another color, or even if you didn't want to, and just completely build this color up on your lid. You could use this as, you just wear as a matte look, period, in my opinion. I mean, hey, let me know if you think the same. So I'm gonna go to one more time, because on the lid, I want it to be a little more brighter, or a little more opaque, I should say. And then, kind of getting it right there in my regular crease here. I have like this dry patch right here on my eyes because I've been doing exfoliating and you know, yeah. Yeah. And it just like right there along the lid too. And plus using, you know, lash glue and stuff like that. I've been trying to make sure my lids are moisturized, but it was the last couple of days I've been exfoliating, so because it's that time of the week that I do. So, you know. All right. Now that I have that down, and this is what it's looking like so far. So now I'm going to take one of Angie's new brushes, one of the Singe, this is the 11, and this is the smaller, like, penciled brush, but it's cut at an angle. There's an angle on it. So great for detail work, great for lower lash line, and that's what I'm going to do is my lower lash line, going back into piece, the red here. And taking that right along here. And blending it in at the same time. And I'm also gonna take that minty down here as well. I'm gonna use the, I think it's the EO1. It's EO1 or EO7. Now, if you've been with me for a hot minute, you know I don't really like a low, blown out lower lash. But your girl hasn't slept very well. So if anything, I guess it could just help matters, maybe. I don't know. But we can always clean it up. So, yeah, we're at 32 minutes. So, this is definitely going to be an hour, yo. You know. You know. And I'm going to take my favorite Cosmic Beauty brush, and I think this is CB4, because this blends really nicely. And not that that brush didn't blend, but for some reason, this brush, I love the way that it disperses the color. And I just love it. I just like the way the effects of it. I just do. And it kind of separates, it's a magic, I swear, it separates the color, especially if you're putting 2 or 3 colors there. It's, I don't know how, but the way that it's cut, it's just awesome. So, yeah. So now I am going to take, so Fantasy Cosmetica. No, we're not going to do that just yet. I'm going to take the new Singe, it's the EO8, that big fluffy brush. And the way that this is cut, this is a great shader brush as well. So I'm going to do small circles to distribute that red towards the outer part here to soften this up. Let me know in the comments. Did you guys pick these up? Did you get Galactic Visitor? Have you got, you know, did you get any of the blushes? Do you have anything from Singe Beauty? Let me know. I want to hear from you guys. I love hearing from you guys in the comments. I love your feedback, conversing with y'all. So, you know what? I'm going to use the black for further depth. And I'm going to take her, the Singe Beauty. Is that the one I want? I want the smaller. Now, where are ya? You think I know this. So these two are like my faves. Actually, 3 of them. They're all really amazing. But these 3 from the original set is this is the 5. You think I would know these by heart by now. 5, 7, 2, 5, and 7. So these 2 are fairly similar, but this one is more fluffy and is in its cut, the way that it's cut at an angle. This one too. But what I was looking for was the E05. And then I'll take the E07, right, which is the flat brush, and I'm gonna add black here as well on top, but I am taking the 5 and I'm going to go into the black, which is Eclipse. You see how, like, these brushes pick it up very well. And I'm kind of going diagonal like I did with the red into my regular crease and a little up onto my hood, just under where I blended the red. So I'm gonna go in one more time. And really get that into my crease. Which I think I took the black a little too high. I didn't want it to go that high. But that's all right. It's so funny because, you know, when you have hooded eyes and you have to kind of like raise your, it's almost like you're always looking like you're surprised, especially like somebody walks in the room and you're like, hi. It's a little weird, right? Is it, no, just me? Okay. Oh shoot, I took that up too high. That it's okay. Now I'm kind of going to bring the black in a little bit past that. And kind of blend this in on the lid here, so it's not so harsh. I'm gonna wipe off my brush. And in my waterline, I think I'm going to put a, I don't know, I thought about doing a teal blue in the waterline, but I think also a white, especially like with my dark brown eyes and this color scheme. I think a white liner would be cool. Kind of just to give it a little bit of grounding and break up, because this is smoky, you know, let's be real. So, because I went up a little too, well, yeah, I guess that's okay. I'm gonna take my Glam Light shader, and I want to disperse that blue a little more. So I'm gonna go back into the minty green, which was Saucer. And you know, this is just repetitive. It's just back and forth, you know, especially like with blending, using, you know, same brushes, adding some product, blending, because you're gonna lose color and you have to go back in. You know, we all know the routine, right? So I wiped off my brush and went back in just to kind of I'm gonna wipe it off again, and then I'm gonna try to blend out this a little bit very carefully. I'm kind of going almost dead on because I don't really want to spread the black too much. I'm just getting after that red a little bit. So really lightly. Back and forward, back and forth, back and forth. Like that. Wipe it off. I'm gonna go back into in that peachy, yeah, that peachy color. Going in there. Up above the red here. So half on what I already blended out and half off, and it's like into the blue, that mint, or not blue, but the minty green. And more than likely I'm gonna have to go back into the red because I've lost it in the blend as well, because I went too high up with the black. So, and I don't want to use this big. I think I'm going to use the new EO 11 and go into that red. And half on, half off. The black. Shoot. You know, there's gonna come a time where I will end up messing up a look on camera. And it's gonna come out looking like, well, not so great, right? I mean, it's bound to happen to me eventually. Actually, I think it, on TikTok, it happened to me. And I was like, well, you guys are on this journey with me. So now I am going to take the EO4. And this one is kind of slanted, so you can use it this way or sideways, which I thought was pretty interesting. And I'm gonna use the peachy color again, the in. And just over the top again, half on, half off the red. Like stamping it on or tapping it on. And now I'm gonna blend it. And I'm gonna take it in a little bit this way. Like that. And wipe off my brush. I got brushes like everywhere in front of me here. So I'm gonna put it on its side here. Little circles, back and forth. So now I'm kind of trying to disperse this red to give me more of a gradient between the red, the peach, and the blue. I keep calling it blue, but it's the minty green. Because that black, when I took it up pretty high, I didn't want it to be up that high. So I'm trying to fix my mistake the best that I can. Now I'm kind of going into the black just to soften that up a little bit, but I don't want it to go any higher. So I'm going right on, back and forth, so that it doesn't, the bristles don't disperse it upwards anymore. It's just blending it out and so, yeah, I think I'm gonna take my Glam Light and I'm gonna put the minty green, one more pass with that. And also on the lower inner part of my lid. But I also wanted to take the black with the flat brush going into Eclipse. On the lower lash line, very tight, basically on my lashes, or lack thereof. Actually on my lips, I didn't put any lip liner on, I just used the Fenty, it's a liquid lip, I think, that I have. And it's like a mauvey pink. Like so. Wipe that off. My Glam Light and go into that minty color saucer. And now I think instead of starting on the lid here, because I've got plenty of color that I want there, but now I want it on my brow bone and kind of going up and over. So I guess this is more of a creative look that I've, you know, I mean, I guess to call it creative, where it's using, you know, contrasting colors. to give that, you know, interest pop, I guess. So I'm packing it on, but I'm also trying to bring it down on top of like the peach and red, but not necessarily touching, because I'm not too sure minty green and red is gonna be a hit, you know what I mean? Mixing together. I think I'm gonna go in with Hoodoo, which is that coral color. And it's so cute because the stamps on here have like little cowgirl hats and the planet Saturn and little flying saucers on the imprints, which is so cute. So I'm taking that corally color too, because why not, you know? Which is called Hoodoo. And I am bringing that right in there. Why not? Because we're having fun with makeup. And I've actually got it right on that minty green, and it actually is pretty, I think. That's nice. So I'm going to take Singe, the EO1, I believe this is, which is great for picking up shimmer, inner corner. I am going to take in, which is that peachy. And that's gonna go in the inner corner, because why not? And we already have the minty green going on, so just making sure this is mixed all right. To brighten up the inner corner. But you know what? I'm just gonna screw it. Why not? I'm gonna take Saucer, which is the minty green. I should have done this in the first place, because I wanted to bring that down. So I should have just did that. Why? You know what I mean? And then I'm bringing this in. I was like, okay, Lisa, make it make sense. I don't know why I just didn't do that to begin with. And my tear duct, you can see how strong of a tear duct and it's very deep set that I have. So I'm manipulating the shadow on my waterline as well, and here. Just gonna go in one more time. So I can really make sure that there is that color right there. Kind of bring it in a little bit to the red and the black there. Like so. And I'm not putting any shimmer in my corner. I think I'm gonna put shimmer on my brow bone though. And I'm not gonna use any glitter glue, because I always do this for the first time I use a palette. If you've been with me for a minute, then you know that I like to just use my finger at first. And then the next time I use the palette, I know for a fact it's gonna be like, if it's a wow factor without glitter glue, then I know it's gonna be amazing with it. So I'm gonna take my finger and what do I want to use? And I want to swatch this too. So this is going to be a long one, but that's okay, right, you guys? You guys love hanging with me, don't you? So, you know, swatching these at the same time, it also allows me to look at them and say, what do I want to use on my lid? I think I might use the blue. Now Encounter, because this one is, what is it? Milky Way, and it's like a hollow chrome. It's got silver, but it's, because it's right here, but I didn't get to swatch it very well. It's got different shifts in it, different, not shifts, but different glitter in it. It's really pretty. That one's Milky Way. And then this one, the peachy kind of one, is a champagne color is Come. And then the gold one is Space Dust. The blue one is Believe. And then these two that are crazy. I mean, Beam and Encounter. That's crazy, right? Beautiful. So by looking at these, I think I am definitely to match. I'm going to use Beam on the inside. Yeah. And I think I'm going to do Milky Way on the outside. Why not? So let's take, no, I changed my mind. I'm going to do the blue. So indecisive, I swear. So here's the blue. And we literally have like all these different kinds of colors going on, and I love it. What do you think? So pretty. Because, you know, I use my finger first, and then I'm gonna go in, I'm gonna, what did I say, Beam? And then I'm gonna take brush and then manipulate. That's pretty. I love it. And then of course, for mascara, what do I got here? I've been enjoying this one by Tarte, but I also been loving the Benefit one, the Bad Girl Bang, Big Girl Bang, whatever it is. But now, where did I put that? This one, which is the EO7. So I'm gonna put a little bit of Beam, my brush, and there's no, you can see there's no fallout, and I can take this piece of tape off right now. And you can see I can, you know, put a little bit of blush and like use my sponge first, disperse some foundation or whatever, and then just put some blush and highlighter there. It'll be fine. Get this right inside the tear duct here. This is such a pretty, beautiful shimmer. And it's basically the same color as that minty matte, you know? And I am just going to do this. And I'm not even going to take it high up on my hood or anything, because I just want this to showcase. And then when I look down, you can see the, you know, the shimmer on my lid. Wipe that off, and I'm going to go into the blue. We are exactly 1 hour in, you guys. Thank you so much for sticking with me. Truly, it means a lot, you know. It really does. That you're willing to take your time out of your day and watch this crazy squirrel moment, colorful makeup chica to sit here and watch my videos. It truly means a lot, because you know that I'm not editing right now, and I know there's gonna come a time where I may lose subscribers because I'm not, and I don't know why my fear is so strong about it. I really don't. I don't know. But there's just gonna come a time where I'm just gonna have to do it, and I will. I need to just do it, you know what I mean? But the people that have just stuck by me and watched my videos all the way through, knowing that they're an hour, hour and 15, half hour, whatever. I'm going into Milky Way just to kind of blend these in together. To know that you guys are just taking your time with me, and knowing that my videos are this long and you're just sticking it out and being supportive and kind, and it means a lot. It truly does. And I am so appreciative. And I just want to thank you. Thank you. So I'm going to swatch the rest of this really quick with you guys, but this is the final look. I think it came out really beautiful. I do. The formula, they're smooth, pigmented, they blend amazing. The shimmers are shimmering. There is a multi-chrome and a dual chrome in here, and the shimmer, they're just beautiful. So that's amazing, Angie. So we're gonna do the mattes really quick before I let you guys go. There's that. Okay, yep. That's the one that I used here. No, that's the brown. That's Cowgirl. Sorry. This one is the one that I started off with. My swatches are like all wonky. There's that peach. Here's the vanilla one. And the last one. Let's see. And then there's now these two. And then we have 1, 2, 3, 4 mattes after that. And I mean, yellow is really hard to do, and this is pigmented. I can't wait. I'm gonna do a yellow and a blue look. Yellow, blue, and black for my next one. My next look when I play with this palette. That's awesome. So now we're going down to, and this is a 16 pan, right? Yeah, because I think Angie really likes, she's like 16 pan is like the sweet spot for her, I guess. So this is a 16 pan. And I believe this was $45, $46. So it's priced US dollars. So it's priced really, really well. Her blushes, I believe, are 18. The set, the new eye extension set is 55. So, I mean, you really can't beat the prices, especially for being a smaller indie brand. That's pretty amazing. So now this one, the last 4 mattes, that minty one, and then this teal, which is Infinity, and this like blue jean color, and then of course the black, which is called Eclipse. There's that blue jean color. I'm like all over the place. See how pigmented they are though? It's crazy. And like I said, it's not like if they're not so pigmented that you can't. Now, come on. Black is hard to do. And that's awesome. So that's it, you guys. That is the final look. Again, I put like, I think I'm gonna put white in my waterline just to kind of, I don't know, give it some contrast and brighten the eye a little more. And so I do have a NYX pencil, white NYX liner. And then, you know, the mascara and a lash. I think this is super fun. Super fun. And that is what it's all about, y'all. That's what it's all about. So again, I'm going to just do this mascara really quick. And again, that's the swatches. And this is the Galactic Visitor and Singe Beauty Eye Extension Set. You guys got to see me play with the brushes, her original ones and the extension set. See how they work. And create a look too. So let me know in the comments, you guys. Did you guys pick up this palette, the Galactic Visitor? Did you get her brushes? Like, this is a beautiful palette. She did an amazing job. I think this is super fun. I love how it came out. The blushes, beautiful formula. I think I'm gonna take a little bit of Timid Tomato right now. Why not, right? Using her blush brush, which is the F06. Picks up really good. All her brushes pick up really well. And we're just going to do a little blush right here to kind of, yes. Yep, and I had already put highlighter on. I had used Cosmic Beauty's frosting from the Delights collection. Yeah, love it. So let me know in the comments what you think. And I hope I see you guys on the next one. Yes, it is 1 hour and 10 minutes. Thank you so much if you've watched all the way through and putting up with my crazy ass. So thank you so much for watching, you guys. And I hope to see you on the next one. If you're new, hopefully you subscribe, like, comment, say hi, share, because it truly does help my channel out. I will leave Singe Beauty's website as well as Odin's Eye in the description box for you if you're interested in any of these products or anything that I had talked about. And with that, you guys, till next time.